What's going on, Diablo 2 fans? Debrunski here, and today I'm going to cover everything that you need to know about E-Bugging armor in Diablo 2. E-Bugging armor, it's a method to make some of the most powerful rune words in the game for your mercenary, like 4,000 plus defense fortitude, 5,000 plus defense stone rune word armors. Primarily for your mercenary, some E-Bug stuff can be used on your character. We'll kind of go into that more later in the video, but it is a frequently asked question on my Diablo 2 stream, so I wanted to cover it for you guys. So with that being said, let's jump in and cover everything you need to know about E-Bugging armor. So what is E-Bugging armor and how do we accomplish it in Diablo 2? Simply put, E-Bugging is the process of using the Herodra Cube socket recipe to add an additional 50% defense bonus to specific ethereal items in Diablo 2. These items must be plain, white ethereal bases. The most common base to E-Bug is the armor chestplate, but the 50% bug defense bonus can also be applied to shields and helmets as well. Again, it's important to note that the process of E-Bugging only applies to plain, white ethereal armor, shield, and helm bases. Low quality, socketed, or superior bases cannot be E-Bugged. Armor bases and shields will always roll 1 to 4 sockets, while helms will roll 1 to 3 sockets. I'll cover different E-Bug options based on the number of sockets that you roll later in the video, but first let's cover the Herodra Cube recipe. So the recipe used depends on what type of base you want to apply the defense bonus to. Ethereal helmets require a Ral, Thul, and a perfect Sapphire. Shields use Tal, Am, and a perfect Ruby, while the armor recipe uses a Tal, Thul, and a perfect Topaz. Transmuting these ingredients within the Herodra Cube will apply the 50% E-Bug defense bonus. So now that we know the recipes, let's take a look at an example of an ethereal sacred armor getting the E-Bug defense bonus. So with the E-Bugging cube recipe covered, let's take a little bit more of a detailed look at the stats of an E-Bug defense bonus and show you guys why a superior Eth armor is inferior to a plain Eth armor in terms of defense. So I'll be using a perfect defense Dust Shroud armor base to demonstrate the enhanced defense bonus, just to keep the stats even across the board. But the same idea applies to every armor base in Diablo 2, regardless if it's a perfect defense roll or not. So a perfect, plain, non-Eth Dust Shroud has 467 defense, while a perfect ethereal Dust Shroud has 700 defense because of the plus 50% defense bonus that an Eth armor base has. Now let's compare a perfect superior Eth Dust Shroud to a perfect Eth E-Bug Dust Shroud. The 15% superior defense bonus on an ethereal Dust Shroud gives you a total defense of 806. The defense is calculated plus 15% its max defense plus 1. I'm not sure why they add the plus 1, but regardless, the maximum defense that you can obtain on a 15% defense Eth Dust Shroud is 806. Now the only way that you can socket this armor is by using the Larzik socket quest. However, Larzik will not apply an additional defense bonus. This is why superior Eth armors are not worth anything in Diablo 2. While a perfect plain ethereal armor that has been socketed in the cube adds the additional 50% defense bonus on top of the already existing 50% Eth defense bonus. This results in a total of 1050 defense if you E-Bug a perfect ethereal Dust Shroud base. A difference of 244 defense in comparison to a perfect superior Eth Dust Shroud. You can then use this ethereal base to make extremely high defense rune words for your mercenary, like a 4,000 plus defense fortitude or a 5,000 plus defense stone, depending on the base that you choose to use. So I want to wrap things up by showing a few E-Bugged rune word examples. Now 4 open sockets is probably the most preferred to make overpowered rune words like fortitude and chains of honor for your mercenary, but there's a lot of other viable options as well if you only roll 2 or 3 open sockets. Rune words like Duress, Treachery, Prudence, and Smoke can all be made in 2 or 3 open socket E-Bug chestplates, while rune words like Delirium and Dream can also be made in E-Bugged helmets. Now, Exile is pretty much the only rune word that can be made in an E-Bug shield outside of maybe an Ethereal Bug Monarch for some really weird and unique Act 3 mercenary build. So yeah, it sucks when you don't roll the 4 open sockets on that E-Bug chestplate, but I wanted to show some different alternative options that you guys can use for your mercenary before you make that juicy Fortitude or Chains of Honor. Well guys, there you have it. That's everything that you need to know about E-Bugging armor in Diablo 2. And by armor, I'm referring to the chestplate, helmet, and shield. Now, I know a lot of you guys probably know everything that's in this video, but to be fair, for every person that knows about E-Bugging armor, I probably get asked a question about how to E-Bug on stream. So I just wanted to make the video for those of you that don't know. So thank you for watching this video. Even if you knew everything that I talked about, the support really does mean a lot. If you could throw a like on this video as well, I'd really appreciate that. And even consider subscribing to my Diablo 2 YouTube channel. I post new weekly videos and stream every week, so you have that to look forward to for content-wise. But again, guys, thank you so much for the support. It really does mean a lot. I'll see you on my next Diablo 2 stream or YouTube video. Peace out and have a great weekend.